It is a great day in Teal Nation. Welcome to the Chant Pod, presented by Revolution Mortgage. I'm Sam Wiederhaft. We've got plenty of action to talk about this week, but first, we had a record-breaking performance from Chanticleer Volleyball. Friend of the podcast, Jalyn Stout, now holds the NCAA all-time triple-doubles record with 41. She broke that record last weekend, and she's our guest once again to tell us about it. Jalyn stopped by the show last year on her way to a tremendous career, and it's only gotten better for the Chanticleer Junior. Volleyball has a pair of big matches this weekend against Old Dominion, so let's get ready for it with my conversation with Jalyn Stout. Welcome back to another episode of the Chant Pod, presented by Revolution Mortgage, and we have our first repeat player on the podcast, Jalyn Stout, the queen of triple doubles herself with the volleyball team. Jalyn, thanks for coming back.
Of course, thank you for having me.
You just set the all-time triple-doubles record, 41 in your career, across all levels of NCAA. What led you to an accomplishment like that?
Honestly, I think I say this a lot, but just my team and like my staff members, because I couldn't do anything that I do now without them. Like, it's literally impossible. So it's a team thing, and like it's really hard for me to think about this as like just my accomplishment, because without them, like I wouldn't have done it. So
yeah, it's kills, assists, digs. Those are the three categories that you specialize in. We went over that a few weeks ago with your head coach, Steve Loswick. But when you broke the record, it was at Marshall, this recent matches this past weekend. You got your 40th to break the record, but it was kind of delayed because of a stat correction that came out later. So what was the moment like? I mean, how did you celebrate?
honestly, I didn't. I didn't even know that it happened until that night. We all were eating dinner, and then one of my coaches, Aaron King, he was like, "Hey, congrats on another triple double." I was like, "Oh, thanks." And then he was like, "You broke another record." I was like, "What record?"
Yeah.
I genuinely, because I don't keep up with that stuff, and I honestly had no idea. And then he just like, "Hey, like that's super cool." And my coaches told me congrats, and then all my friends told me congrats. So that's really it. And then my family texted me, but I mean, it was just super cool to kind of like think about, but also we had a whole nother game, so I didn't really think about it too much.
And just another game for Jalyn Stout, and nothing special. Yeah, I was going to ask you, I mean, who reached out to you, friends and family?
Definitely friends and family, like a bunch of my family. Actually, my pop, he sent me 2 videos. He sent me one on National Women's Volleyball Day, and then like a few days later when I broke my record, and he's holding a volleyball, and then he has a paper that says 40 with a little heart and the 0, and it was just so sweet and so cute. Like I started crying.
Yeah.
That one got me really good. And then my mom also told me she was proud of me, and that meant a lot. And just a lot of family. That really means the most to me because they've done a lot for me to get where I am. So it's really cool to like kind of see that all their hard work is paying off.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it the first time you were on, how you come from a volleyball family and how influential they've been in your career. So just for them to see you do this and break records like that, I mean, how cool do you think it is for your family?
It is really cool, and especially because when we were in Miami, I have a lot of family that lives like out in Boca. So it was really cool because a lot of them came and watched, which was so nice because it was their first time seeing me play live. Like they watch me on TV all the time, and they weren't able to watch me in high school because I live so far away. And it was just really cool to like see all of them there. And like after the game, like I kind of broke down, and like it was really emotional just to see that they were all there and that they all really do care.
The NCAA, I saw a video that they put together about your record-breaking performance. You've been getting quite a bit of attention from this. I mean, how have you dealt with all the recognition from your record-breaking stats?
It's kind of weird because I don't really, like, that's not something I really like. Like, I think it would be different if it was our team getting attention. I don't know, like, it's obviously so cool, and I'm so grateful, and, like, it's really amazing, and, like, I do recognize that, and I'm really appreciative of that, but I don't know, it's something I try not to focus on because I don't want to think about it too much. And my stepdad, one thing he always tells me is to stay humble. So like I always keep that in my head. Like I really try and focus on that.
Yeah. You guys run the 6-2 formation, correct?
Yes.
And you've alluded to it in the previous questions, but just how much of this is a team record? How have your teammates helped you do this?
All of it. Literally all of it, because if I get a dig and it's not played out, it's not my stat.
Yeah.
So literally all of my stats are based off my team and how well we play. So I think it really just goes out to how hard our team works, and like nothing is possible without all at least 6 players working together.
You're such a humble person. I'm kind of excited to ask you this, but so kills, assists, digs. What is your favorite play to make?
Definitely That's hard actually because I love defense. So that's most of my digs. Like I love, love, love defense.
Yeah.
But then the excitement from a kill is something like that's completely different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it just depends on the mood I'm in. Because sometimes if I'm having an off day hitting, I love playing defense.
Yeah.
And if I'm having a good day hitting, then I love hitting. So it just depends. But if I had to pick one favorite, I think it would have to be defense.
Okay. And more defensive minded.
Yeah.
I mean, the post-block, post-kill celebrations are always my favorite just because it's such an intense moment.
Oh, for sure.
But, I mean, we talked about it. You guys have been on the road for the past month as a team, 10 consecutive road matches, which is really unique. How much has this road trip really brought you guys together?
I mean, a lot because we just spend a bunch of time in rooms with, like, different people. So, like, we all get, like, you all learn to talk about different things. You all learn, like, different things that motivate different people. So it's kind of cool to, like, this sounds kind of cringy, but, like, it's kind of cool to see what makes different people tick. Like, and it's cool to, like, learn about someone individually and kind of get that individual time with them.
What are some of the road trip activities? I mean, again, you guys were on the road for so long. Like, what are you doing besides playing volleyball?
I mean, a lot of homework goes down on the bus.
Okay.
And then we started doing study hall, like, at hotels and stuff. A lot of sleep for me personally. I like to sleep on the bus.
Yeah.
But we also started, like, we do a lot of TikToks and, like, we do a lot of stupid stuff like that. And there's a lot of points where we get, like, delirious and, like, we just start laughing. Like, Anna and I, one of the other girl on our team, we laugh a lot. And, like, we're probably more of the loud people and we sit in the back of the bus. So people probably get really tired of us. But we get super, like, delirious and we get super tired and we just laugh, like, half the time.
And Anna just got Sunbelt Player of the Week, I believe, right? I think. Maybe?
Oh, Anna Rita? She did. She got that the other week.
Right.
She did.
Yeah, just see the recognition. I mean, not only for you, but your teammates. I mean, how proud does that make you of the team?
Honestly, awesome, because she's up there and, like, she was number 8 in the nation for blocks. And I think that's so impressive because blocking is so hard. I struggle so hard with that. And every time I have, like, a team meeting, like, that's the number one thing I say I want to get better at and that I want to fix. And she does it with such ease. And it's, like, honestly so impressive. And, like, I'm genuinely impressed by her. And she always tells me that I'm so cool, but, like, I actually think she's really awesome. So it's just, I don't know, it's kind of cool to see. And we have a kind of cool dynamic.
You guys have played, I mean, this schedule's been tough. Tough opponents like Maryland, North Carolina, South Carolina, NC State, Miami. Playing those matches, playing that competition, how do you think that really prepared you guys for conference play, which you guys are in right now?
I mean, really well, because we played some girls that are, like, 6'4", 6'3", like, super tall. So it's nice to see how well we can play. And then it also shows, like, the things we need to work on and the things we need to get better at.
Yeah.
So it's super well-rounded. Like, it shows our great moments and it shows our not so great moments.
Yeah. I mean, you still put together, I mean, triple doubles in the Maryland and NC State matches. For your confidence and being able to put together strong performances like that, I mean, what does that do for you playing that elite competition?
I love that kind of environment. Like, I love a loud gym. I love a crazy gym. So, like, that stuff always kind of fires me up. And it's just something that's always been that for me, especially because my mom's also, like, she comes to, like, all of my games. And she is very, I don't know, like, looking in the stands and, like, seeing her is something that's, like, very calming, but at the same time, like, fires me up. Because if I miss a serve or something, she makes fun of me. So she makes me mad and then I play better.
Yeah.
And that's just kind
motivating.
of it's kind of a dynamic we've had, like, my whole life, because she was my coach for a really long time.
Right.
And she always makes fun of me or gets, like, mad at me because she says that I don't shout her out enough. So shout out, Mom.
There it is.
But
I think you did that in the first episode too.
I did.
So
I know I did.
Now.
So shout out, Mom. But she has pushed me so hard. And I couldn't do anything that I do now without her. And after games, she's, like, the number one person to keep me humble, because she'll always be like, "Oh, remember that miss serve you had on game point?" Or, "Oh, remember when you did this?" And it always, like, it makes me mad, but it's something that really fires me up. So her being there specifically, like, I know I kind of went off the question, but her being there, like, really, really, like, it pushes me really hard.
So if you were to go one-on-one, you're on one side, your mom's on the other side, who wins that match?
If you ask her, she says her. And to make her happy, I'm going to say her too.
Well, good, yeah, that's all that matters.
Because she played for a while, like, when she was younger also. Right. And I have no video, I have no proof, and she says she was so good and she did so well and all this. But I still have no video proof, so I need to see it first.
You just got it. It's just legend at this point.
Yeah, it's just word of mouth.
You know, we talked to Coach Lozwick, the head coach for the volleyball team, a few weeks ago, and he mentioned in your third year now, just the maturity of your game and how much you've matured playing this sport. In what ways have you noticed your improvement here?
Oh, that's sweet. He's told me a lot that he wants me to become a leader. And I think that's something I've really tried to focus on now. And it's like, I don't know, I still struggle with it sometimes because I still get in my head a lot. And I think it's hard to be a leader when like you're focused on yourself. So that's something I'm really trying to work on. But I think he's also helped me a lot in becoming super mature because he's like the first person I talk to after a game, you know? So he's kind of always there for me, and he's always the first one to tell me like good job and that he's proud of me. And so it's really nice to like hear, and I think he's helped me grow a lot on the court in that aspect because I've always been one to like get really frustrated at myself really fast, and that's something he's always had me work on also, is like trying to like keep my cool and like not be like, he doesn't say it, but in my eyes, not being selfish about worrying about myself when like it's a whole team aspect.
You know, he did talk about how a lot of this team looks toward you for leadership, and you just kind of touched on it, but how have you tried to use your voice more to kind of rise as that leader for this team?
A lot, because I think the past 2 years, I don't want to say we didn't have a huge vocal leader, but like there was no person. Well, my freshman year we had Jazz, obviously, because she was awesome.
Yeah.
She did everything. Last year we kind of struggled after she left finding that like leadership role of who we want, like who was going to fill that spot. And I think now we've, like as a team, we've learned that it's like everybody can fill that role and everybody can fill that role in different ways. So I think during games, I guess you could say I'm more of the voice leader role, but Bailey does a lot. Like Bailey's very much a leadership role. Anna Smith talks a lot. Like Ava talks a lot. Like everybody has their role, and everybody's like come to learn what, like I said earlier, like what makes our team tick. Like even new people are starting to talk. Like Kibi Huggins, like she just got here. She talks. Emma, she's always been a very quiet one, but like she's even started to talk. So it's really cool seeing like everybody else also lead. And I think that takes pressure off of everybody also.
Talking with Jalyn Stout of the volleyball team on the Chant Pod, presented by Revolution Mortgage. Just broke the record, NCAA record for career triple doubles with 41 at this point. Jalyn, the stats speak for themselves. You're an incredible player.
Thank you.
In this day and age of college athletics, you've stayed at Coastal for 3 years, which is rather unique. Why have you stayed with this program?
Because I do think I'm very humble, but one thing I would like to brag about myself is that I think I'm very loyal. Like when I commit to someone, I think I commit to someone very hard or something very hard. And I love it here. Like I love my coaches, I love my team, like I love this campus. Like there's nothing about this school that I don't like, and I think people are starting to take advantage of the transfer portal in a way, and they're trying to be like, oh, I want this big name team, and I'll sit on the bench for my senior year. And that's something I could never do. But also, like, if you start somewhere, I think, why not finish somewhere, especially if there's nothing wrong with it. And if you're happy and if you're having fun and if you love what you're doing, then why change?
Last year was, we talked at the beginning of last year, didn't go the way that you guys wanted to. How did last season, your sophomore year, kind of make an impact in your career?
Last year was definitely a mental toughness year for me. I think that was for everybody. I think everybody was like, we were just so good, and now all of a sudden, it's not even that we did so bad. It's that like we lost more than we did my freshman year. Like my freshman year, we were 14-0 for forever.
Some
like
champions
like
that year,
Exactly. So like coming off that like high of a year to like all of a sudden we lost someone super important to us. Like not knowing how to like I said, like fill that role. Like it was really hard for everybody to adjust to. And I think it has played such a big part in our team this year, even though it's basically a new team. Like for the returners, it's played such a big part in that like we don't want to go back to the place we were at mentally last year. That like we're so focused and we're so locked in, we're so toned in on this year. Like we just don't want to repeat, I guess.
Yeah, and I was just going to ask that with the returning players, because there is a new group this season. But for those returning players, how have you kind of used that as motivation not to go back to that place and just to improve on it?
It's something, we try and find a healthy balance. Like we try to not think about it too much and be like, this is how we were. Like, we don't want to be these people. But also, like, recognizing that what we were last year was nowhere near what we should have been.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like trying to find like the mix and like the groove of how to balance out and like not, we talk about it almost every game, like not getting too high, not getting too low, like trying to stay neutral. And that's something that we're really, really focusing on this year.
You mentioned just the relationships that you formed with this team, how everybody's a lot more vocal. Just all in all, what are your favorite aspects of this group this year?
Everything. I think we're really fun. Like, I think we get along well. I think we're a cool dynamic, and I think we have a lot of fire. And I think sometimes we're scared to bring that out, and I think we've been bringing it out more and more each time. So I think it's really fun to see that.
Yeah. We got Friday and Saturday matches this weekend against Old Dominion, finally back at the HTC Center after about a month being on the road. Just how excited are you to be back here at home?
So excited. Like, because away games are very taxing on your body, like the bus rides, like staying in a new environment, like a different gym that you have to get used to. And it's so nice to just be able to sleep in your bed, be home. Like, I have family that's coming here this weekend, and it's just nice to like be back in your routine and like not stressing about school, and like it's just all around, it's awesome to be.
You know, I popped in for the South Carolina match back, early in the season, and I was just amazed at how lively it was and how energetic it was. And I mean, you mentioned that you love gyms like that.
Yeah, it's really cool because since I've been here, it's awesome to watch like the crowd get bigger each year. And like the South Carolina match, obviously it's going to be a big match because like they're in-state, like they're all like rivals, whatever you want to call it. But even besides that, like every other home game we've had, like the crowds have been so much bigger this year, and it's so fun to see. And like, not just myself, like our team loves that environment. Like, I don't know a single person who doesn't play better in that environment. So it's really cool to see that.
And Jalyn, I'll close it out with this one, but just how much are you looking forward to the rest of this season? I mean, we're still early in conference play. There's a lot to accomplish, but just looking forward to the rest of the season with this team.
I'm so excited. We have a really good group this year, and I think we could do some really amazing things. So I'm really excited to see how that goes. 41
triple-doubles and counting for Jalyn Stout. We appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for having me.
She's awesome. Special player and a special person. Coastal continues conference play on Friday at 6 and Saturday at 2 against ODU as they return to the HTC Center. So come out and see history on the court this weekend. Speaking of ODU, Coastal football heads to Virginia Saturday after their bye week to match up with the Monarchs at 6 p.m. on ESPN+. The Chants are coming off their win over South Alabama to start 1-0 in Sun Belt play and look to keep the momentum going on Saturday. Men's soccer also takes on Old Dominion on Friday on the road at 7 p.m., and women's soccer will welcome App State to Conway on Thursday at 7 before heading to Atlanta for a match with Georgia State Sunday at 1 o'clock. Big shout out to women's golf Carla Bordeaux for winning the individual title at the Tot Hill Farm Invitational on Monday. She shot 3 under in the 36-hole tournament for the first individual win of her career. On the tennis court, the men's team will play Campbell at home on Friday, and the women's team is in action on Saturday and Sunday for the Battle at the Beach in Conway. Lastly, cross country has their final meet of the regular season in Boone, North Carolina. It's the Fire Tower Project Run on Friday. That'll do it for another episode of the Chant Pod presented by Revolution Mortgage. Thanks again to Jalyn Stout for stopping by once more, but this time with another record in hand. Back next week with more from Coastal Athletics, but for now, I'm Sam Wiederhaft signing off. Chant's up.